According to a nationwide study, joining a college organization increases your chances of graduating by about 10%. Although the benefits of joining an organization are endless, you're still faced with many adversities that create an environment of hard work and a lot of stress. Many people handle stress quite differently. However, when you join an organization, it pretty much becomes like your second job. I myself am in charge of risk management and the implementation of the bylaws in my fraternity.
All students are presented with stress in their organizations. This same stress is present in everyday post-college jobs. I am the president of my pledge class, and I was the liaison between my pledge class and the rest of the active chapter.
By interviewing several presidents in different organizations on campus, along with our own personal knowledge, we hope to inform you on the amount of work that it takes to handle or work a college organization.
Today we will inform you on the challenges presented when managing an organization, some of the stress involved in holding leadership roles, and what we have learned during our experiences.
Before I explain the stresses involved in holding a leadership role in an organization, we would like to explain to you how to manage one. Our organization is split up in about 4 categories. These categories are 1, the active chapter, then we have the officers, then we have the e-board, which consists of our recording secretary, our vice president and president, and the person in charge is the president. Basically, the president can't do everything. He holds a lot of stress on his shoulders. In order to delegate more efficiently, he has groups called committees. In these committees, you have a committee head that basically runs the tasks that the president assigns. I myself am in charge of the housing committee, and I'm also in charge of risk management. With risk management, this entails that I have to follow the safety laws that were established by our national office and our fire department. Some other things that have to happen in order for an organization to run more efficiently is weekly meetings. Our president delegates these meetings every single week, along with officer meetings about once a month. In order for things to run efficiently, you have to have everything in a business-like manner. Our meetings, proper attire is basically required. You have to wear a tie with slacks. Also, they're run using something called Robert's Rules of Order. Robert's Rules of Order is basically the standard that most organizations on campus run their meetings.
By being assigned to be an officer or president, you take on great loads of responsibility and stress. Being an officer, you are held to a higher accountability than the rest of the organization. Likewise, being a president, you have a lot more responsibility than most of the people inside your organization. By interviewing some presidents, we have documented their experiences of being presidents of their organization.
I'm here with the president of Kappa Alpha Order. Please state your name and some information about yourself.
My name is Kent Landaker. I'm currently the president of KA. I've been serving at this position since November 2010, and I'll continue serving until November 2012.
What are some goals that you've achieved and some goals that you plan on achieving toward the end of your term?
When I took office, me and my appointed officers we came up with the goal of winning a nominal award, which is the top 10 KA chapters in the nation. We've only achieved this award one time. Now it's back in 2004. And we came up with 8 goals that led up to it, such as like community service, GPA, stuff like that. We ended up getting a 2.8 GPA, which is highest on Southeastern's campus. We had 998 hours of community service, and we donated over $5,500 to various philanthropies, and we did all of that with a 21-man chapter.
Wow.
And as far as personal goals go, I want to graduate in December with a 3.5 cumulative GPA, and I'd like to win a second Almond Award. We did originally want to win the Marshall, but we had a little GPA slip in the fall that ruined that for us. But a second Almond Award is definitely attainable.
How do you manage to keep control of a bunch of fraternity men in college while dealing with your own personal adversities?
Basically, you got to come to the chapter and tell them like what you expect, and tell them that you don't want to be personally liable for something stupid that they do. And if you come to them humbly and like tell them as a brother that like you don't want that burden, like please don't put me in that position, they seem to understand. And we have a bunch of bylaws and stuff in place that deter people from doing that kind of thing. we try to conduct ourselves as gentlemen, so that kind of relieves all that stuff. But I mean, there is heartaches and stuff like that you got to go through. But basically, you got to hold everybody accountable. As soon as you let one person get away with something, then everyone gets away with it, and then you got a huge catastrophe going on.
Yeah, but you are full responsible for
Yeah,
a full
everything rests on the president's shoulders, especially in KA. I appoint every position in the chapter, so everything goes back on me, and so.
Well, thank you, Kent, and it's Kent Landacre of Kappa 4. Today I'm with two members of Alpha Omicron Pi fraternity. Please state your name and some information about yourself.
Hi, I am Amanda Revo. I'm the past president of AOPI, so my term was for spring 2011 and fall 2012, and I'm currently a junior.
My name is Mariah White. I'm a biology major. I'm currently president of AOPI, so spring 2012, fall 2013, and I'm a senior.
Amanda, what are some of your biggest accomplishments that you had as president?
I think AOPI's biggest accomplishment during my term was that we received the Organization of Excellence for our 10th year, which is basically, it's a recognition from Southeastern stating that our organization had excellent academics and involvement for the past decade, which is a pretty big accomplishment.
Mariah, some of your goals as president.
Some of my goals as president would be to increase our panhellenic relations. I think it's important to have positive relationships with the fellow fraternities and sororities, and also to hold ourselves to that higher standard with our academics. Last year we made a 3.261 GPA, which is the highest GPA on the record for the past 11 semesters, so we want to stay at that high level of academics.
I wish I had a 3.6. How do you deal with the stresses of being responsible for your organization? Y'all both, how many members are in y'all's organization currently?
75.
75, all right. So how do y'all deal with the stresses of, let's say social media, for example? How do you deal with that?
Social media, we believe, can be positive or it can be negative. So we teach our members how to use things like Facebook in a very positive manner instead of in a negative way. So we teach them how to use it as a networking tool and how to use it for public relations to promote events like our philanthropic events, or to keep our alumni and parents involved with awards and recognitions that we've received as individual members and as a chapter as a whole.
All right. And, we all go to college. I know it's a typical stereotype of that college students that we drink and go out. How are things, what do y'all do to address these problems or to make sure that things like this don't get out of hand in y'all's organization, if there is any?
We change our focus. We focus more on our academics and our sisterhood events rather than those stereotypes of college kids. It's something that we have events every Tuesday, whether it's meetings or sisterhood events that promote the positive relationships instead of those stereotypes that a lot of college kids do get.
So y'all have weekly meetings that, y'all make sure to make, everything, sorority or fraternity is running smoothly.
Yes.
Exactly.
All right. Well, thank you, ladies. Thank you, Amanda and Mariah. All right.
I joined my college organization when I was a sophomore. These past 6 months, I've actually learned more skills than my entire career in college already. As being president of my pledge class, we've orchestrated philanthropy events and a fundraiser. Now knowing what it takes to run an organization smoothly, I have a greater understanding and appreciation for it.
Since I joined my college organization, I've been introduced to a world that consists of nothing but pure competition, hard work, and stress. Since I'm risk management, when things go wrong, let's say something happens at the house, I'm the person that authority has to talk to. These are things that I'm glad I'm learning right now in college, because I know that once I get out into the real world and get a career, there's only one person that I know that I can count on, and that's me. By explaining how an organization is run, the stresses involved in holding a leadership position, and the benefits gained from this, we hope that your respect for college organizations is basically increased.
College organizations look great on your resume, but they're not just a resume builder. Matter of fact, it is a shame that most people don't get to experience them. You only have 4 years of college. I say do the best you can and make the most of it. And by making the most of it, why not join a college organization?
Thank you. Christian Thompson.
Nick Mayeur.